The next show I have on my list is Subete ga F ni Naru. So this show is a detective show.
Oh yeah.
It is college age students, which is good. It's not based in high school. And
Or middle school, as some of them are.
yeah, and some of the people in the lab, they go on a vacation, and during their vacation they discover a dead body, and then the whole show turns into trying to discover the mystery of all these serial murders that are happening. So a lot of the detective shows nowadays, they're going for the shock factor, like dismembering bodies and stuff like that, and it's not really my interest. But since these characters are older, I feel like it probably wouldn't go that way. It'd be more realistic. And then also the show has live action drama, and I saw the trailer for it, and I'm like, I might have to watch both of those. So I don't know. I don't know which one I want to watch first. It's like the drama is completed, so I guess I could knock that out and then watch the show, like the anime. But yeah,
I was about to say, you talking about dismemberment and everything. I mean, there was that, and I started trying to think of the name, and it's killing me again. And I can't think of. I'm horrible with names. Everyone out there should know that by now. I'm horrible with names. But that one futuristic one, where they were solving crimes, and they had people like they couldn't. Some of the guns that they had were like they couldn't fire them unless the target was high enough in their. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
yes.
You know what I'm talking about. But it's like when you said that, I'm like, well, yeah, but there are some animes that do the whole detective with like dismemberment of bodies and everything, and I'm like, it still does a pretty decent job.
Well, I guess I'll clarify more. There's two different types. There's the cop detective style, like Terror and Resonance and like that show. And then there's like Detective Conan and like a bunch of the other ones where the detective is a younger kid. And there was one show this season where I can't remember what it is, but like the main character, he woke up on the ground in a classroom and like a knife in his hand, and then he looked around the class and like his teacher was like chopped up into pieces and like placed in like a chair. Like his body was like built into like a chair. At first I'm like, but then I'm like, okay, it wasn't like super gross, but then the way that the story was revealing itself, I didn't really like how everything flowed, and so it's like I didn't like the characters, and then I didn't really like how the story was revealing itself, so I couldn't keep up with that show. But like Terror and Resonance and the other show,
That show, yeah, that show.
yeah, it's more like cop based, so I
Mhm.
really like those. But then this one is like college age students, so I feel like they wouldn't.
There was that one, was it something Memories, where it was the girl on an island that had died, and she left behind all. Oh, it was something Treasures. That's what it was, because she left behind treasure, and
Not
that this is a different one now that I'm talking about.
yeah, not
But
as big.
that kind of reminded me of it because it had a little, they had a young detective in it that was following along with her, trying to figure things out. It was essentially a young Sherlock Holmes almost, except she always inevitably goofed things up.
Psychopaths.
So yeah, that was the other one. That one, yeah.
Yeah, I love the first season of that one.
Yeah, Midget, you want to watch something that is really like, you just go, oh my God, really?
Is that up there on our list of the, what was it, the top 10 animes you probably don't want to see, or you have to see because they're extremely gory and just completely messed up beyond words?
I wouldn't necessarily say. I mean, there were like parts of it, but like it was messed up. It was psychologically messed up, but for a reason.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that was.
It's for a reason. And
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't just like messed up for just being messed up. It was like you were like messed up. You're like, oh wow, this is like some really possibility, like this can happen kind of thing.
yeah.
So
yeah. Looking forward to that one and the drama.